Close your eyes. Let the noise of today find somewhere else to be. The world outside your door has stopped moving. The demands of the day are finished. You do not need to work anymore. You do not need to think anymore. Just breathe. Take a slow, deep breath in. Fill your lungs with the quiet air of the night. Hold it for just a moment. And now, let it go. Let it flow out of you like water. You are safe here. You are warm. The heavy thoughts that followed you all day can stay outside. They are not allowed in this space. This room is a sanctuary. A sanctuary is a safe and quiet place where nothing can bother you. Tonight, you are perfectly safe in this sanctuary. The clock on the wall does not matter. The schedule for tomorrow does not exist right now. There is only this moment. There is only the sound of my voice and the steady rhythm of your breathing. You have carried so much today. I know you are tired. Your mind is full of questions and worries. But tonight you can put that heavy bag down. Leave it on the floor. Step away from it. Listen to this phrase. Let the shadows fall away. Hold it in your mind. Say it quietly to yourself. Let the shadows fall away. As you rest, imagine the shadows of your worries fading into nothing. Now in your mind, look up. Imagine a night sky. It is not the sky of a busy modern city. There are no bright streetlights. There are no tall buildings blocking your view. Imagine the sky from thousands of years ago. A deep, dark blue. It is filled with millions of bright silver stars. The air is cool and clean. The gentle desert wind whispers over the sand. Long ago, people sat under this very same sky. They felt the same quiet wonder that you feel right now. They looked up at the stars and asked the same questions. They wondered about the universe. They wondered about their place in it. When we feel tired or lost, it helps to remember the past. It helps to remember that we are part of a very old, very beautiful story. Tonight, I want to tell you one of those stories. It is a story that was hidden away for a very long time. It is a mystery from the ancient world. Have you ever heard of a secret that was so big it had to be buried in the sand? Tonight, we are going to explore the Book of Enoch. The Book of Enoch is an ancient text. A text is a very old piece of writing. For thousands of years, this book was lost. It was banned. Banned means it was forbidden. People were not allowed to read it or keep it. Why was it banned? Why was it hidden away from the world in dark caves? Perhaps because it tells a story that changes how we see the heavens. It tells the story of the Watchers. The Watchers were celestial beings. Celestial means belonging to the sky or the heavens. They were angels. But they were not just messengers. They had a special job. They were meant to watch over the earth. They were meant to quietly guide human beings. Let your breathing slow down even more. Feel the heaviness in your arms. Feel the deep rest in your legs. You are floating on the edge of sleep. And as you float, we travel back in time. We travel back to the ancient sands of the Middle East. The wind is gentle. The night is perfectly still. In this ancient time, there lived a man named Enoch. He was a man who walked closely with the divine. Enoch was different from other men. He was very quiet. He listened carefully to the world around him. Because he was so peaceful, the heavens opened up to him. He was shown visions. A vision is a powerful dream or a deep message from the spiritual world. Enoch saw things that no other human eye had ever seen. He saw the grand doors of heaven. He saw where the snow and the rain are kept before they fall. He saw the very edges of the earth. Sometimes your own life might feel like a strange vision. You might feel like you are wandering through a lonely desert. You might feel like you are searching for answers in the dark. Enoch searched too. He wanted to understand why there was pain in the world. He wanted to understand why the peaceful order of the universe sometimes felt broken. Listen to this phrase. Peace in the hidden places. Hold it in your mind. Peace in the hidden places. Just like the ancient book was hidden, there is peace waiting for you in the quiet corners of your mind. In the story of Enoch, we learn about the stars. In the ancient mind, the stars were not just burning rocks in space. They were living spirits. They were the watchers. When you look at a starry sky, do you ever feel like someone is looking back? The ancients believed that the angels watched humanity. They watched with love, and sometimes they watched with deep sadness. The Book of Enoch tells us that some of these watchers looked down at the earth, and they felt a strong desire. They saw the simple beauty of the human world. They saw the green valleys and the silver rivers. They decided to leave their perfect home in the sky. They came down to the earth. This is a story of falling, but it is also a story of immense beauty and ancient secrets. Tonight, you do not need to worry about falling. You only need to fall asleep. You can let yourself drift down, down, down into a soft and heavy rest. Imagine Enoch walking through the quiet desert at midnight. The sand is cool beneath his feet. He wears a simple robe. The wind gently pulls at the fabric. He is not afraid of the dark. The dark is his friend. The darkness of the night is not something to fear. The dark is simply a blanket. A blanket covers you and keeps you warm. The night covers the earth so it can rest. The night covers you so you can heal. Every hour you sleep is an hour of healing. Your body knows exactly what to do. Your mind knows how to repair itself. You just have to give it the time and the space. As Enoch walked, he looked up. He saw the shining paths of the stars. He understood that everything in the universe has a path. The sun has a path. The moon has a path. And you have a path too. Sometimes your path feels difficult. Sometimes it feels like you are walking uphill. But tonight, your path is perfectly flat and incredibly soft. You are walking into the realm of dreams. The Book of Enoch is not just a book of history. It is a map of the stars. It is a song of the ancient world. When the book was banned, the song went quiet. For centuries, the pages were buried deep in the earth. They were hidden in the dark, waiting. They were waiting for someone to find them. They were waiting to tell their story again. Just like those hidden pages, there is a deep peace hidden inside of you. It has been waiting all day. It has been waiting for you to lie down. It has been waiting for you to finally close your eyes. The mystery of the watchers is the mystery of the space between heaven and earth. It is the space between being awake and being asleep. You are in that space right now. The bridge between the day and the night. It is a quiet bridge. No one is rushing you to cross it. You can walk as slowly as you like. As you step off this bridge, your feet touch the soft earth. You are now in the ancient world. It is a world from thousands of years ago. There are no machines here. There are no engines. There is only the deep, vast silence of the desert. Vast means very, very large and wide. The silence is so vast that you can almost hear the stars turning in the sky. Listen to the sound of the wind. It is a slow, steady wind. It blows across flat plains and tall, rocky mountains. It carries the smell of dry earth. It carries the faint scent of cedar trees. Cedar is a type of evergreen tree. Its wood smells sweet and rich. Imagine standing in this ancient place. The air is cool on your face. The ground is firm beneath you. You are completely alone, but you do not feel lonely. You feel a deep, quiet connection to the earth. In this ancient time, people lived much closer to nature. They did not have thick walls of glass and steel to hide behind. They lived in tents made of dark animal hair. Or they lived in small houses made of sun-dried mud. Many of these ancient people were nomads. A nomad is a person who moves from place to place. They do not stay in one house forever. They travel across the land. They follow the green grass and the fresh water. Think about the simplicity of that life. They woke up with the gentle morning sun. They went to sleep when the sky grew dark. Their bodies followed the natural rhythm of the earth. Your body wants to follow that same rhythm right now. It wants to rest when the dark comes. Allow your muscles to relax. Let the tension melt away, just like winter snow melting in the warm sun. When the ancient nomads sat around their campfires at night, the firelight danced on their faces. The orange and yellow flames pushed back the darkness. The fire kept them warm. It kept them safe from the unknown. Around the fire, it was so quiet. The sheep and goats were sleeping. The wind was whispering over the sand. And right above them was the grand open sky. Have you ever wondered what they felt when they looked at the exact same moon we see today? Did they feel small? Did they feel amazed by the glowing light? They did not have glowing screens to look at. They only had the sky above them. The sky was their book. The stars were the words on the page. Every night they read the slow, beautiful story of the heavens. Listen to this phrase, "The quiet earth sleeps." Hold it gently in your mind. The quiet earth sleeps. Repeat it softly to yourself. As the ancient earth sleeps, you can sleep too. Let us walk further into this old world. Imagine a great mountain far in the distance. This is Mount Hermon. It is a very tall, rocky mountain in the ancient lands of the Middle East. Mount Hermon is majestic. Majestic means beautiful, grand, and very impressive. Even in the hot summer, the very top of Mount Hermon is covered in white snow. The snow shines perfectly in the bright moonlight. The people of the desert looked at this mountain with great respect. They believed it was a holy place. A holy place is a special place touched by the divine. They believed the top of the tall mountain touched the very edge of heaven. The air near the mountain is crisp and sharp. It is cold, but it is a comforting cold. It wakes up your senses for a moment, and then it calms them down completely. Breathe in that cool, crisp mountain air. Slowly exhale. Let the warmth of your own breath comfort you. You are perfectly comfortable in your bed. You are just watching this ancient world like a beautiful, slow-moving dream. At the base of Mount Hermon, the architecture was very simple. Architecture is the style and design of buildings. The ancient architecture here was made of heavy, gray stones. The stones were rough. They were pulled from the dry earth and stacked carefully by hand. The buildings felt strong. They felt permanent. They were built to last for many generations. Touch the rough stone in your imagination. Feel the cold, solid surface under your hand. The stone does not hurry. The stone does not worry about tomorrow. It just sits there, resting heavily in the earth. You can be like the stone tonight, heavy, still, and completely at peace. In the ancient texts, Mount Hermon is a very important place. It is not just a pile of rocks and snow. It is a doorway. It is the exact place where the celestial beings, the Watchers, first stepped down onto the earth. Imagine the absolute silence of that moment. The sky is completely dark. The stars are burning bright and silver. And then there is a gentle shift. A silent, graceful movement on the snowy peak of the mountain. The ancient records suggest that 200 Watchers came down. 200 angels leaving the bright, perfect halls of heaven. They brought with them great, hidden knowledge. They brought secrets from above the white clouds. But right now, the mountain is just a mountain. It is a quiet giant sleeping in the dark night. The trees at the bottom of the mountain do not move. The birds are deeply asleep in the high branches. The whole world is holding its breath. It is a peaceful pause. A pause is a short stop before something continues. Your day has stopped. You are in a long, peaceful pause. Let your shoulders drop further into the mattress. If you are holding any tightness in your neck, let it go. Imagine a warm, soft hand resting gently on your shoulder. It quietly tells you that everything is okay. The ancient people believed the Watchers taught humanity many wonderful things. They taught them the secret paths of the stars. They taught them how to read the dark clouds and predict the rain. They taught them the hidden secrets of the earth. They showed the early humans how to find healing plants in the forest. They showed them how to cut roots and make medicine for the sick. They wanted to help. They wanted to make human life a little easier, a little softer. Listen to this phrase: ancient roots grow deep. Hold it in your mind. Ancient roots grow deep. Your body is rooted here in this safe, warm bed. You are grounded. As you listen to the sound of my voice, imagine the deep roots of a giant ancient tree. The tree stands near the great rivers of the old world. The rivers are the Tigris and the Euphrates. These are very old, slow-moving rivers. The water in the river is dark and cool. It acts like a mirror. It reflects the silver light of the stars. If you look down at the water, you can see the heavens shining back up at you. The water moves with a gentle, hypnotic sound. Swish, swish, swish. It washes gently against the muddy banks. It washes softly over the smooth, round stones. It takes away the heavy dust of the day. Imagine the cool water washing over your tired mind. Let it carry away your stressful, noisy thoughts. Watch the thoughts float away down the river. They are going far away into the dark. You do not need them anymore tonight. The people who lived near these rivers knew the quiet power of water. They knew it gave life to everything. They drank from it. They washed in it. They sat beside it and listened to its quiet, endless song. You are sitting beside the ancient river now. The air smells like fresh water and green reeds. Reeds are tall, thin grasses that grow by the river edge. They bend softly when the wind blows. They do not fight the strong wind. They just bend gracefully. When the wind finally stops, they stand up tall again. You can be exactly like the reeds. You do not have to fight the heavy, tired feelings. Just let them pass over you. The story of the ancient world is a story of slow, quiet living. It is a story of watching the wide sky and listening to the soft earth. The soft earth holds many ancient secrets. If you walk away from the river, you enter the deep desert. The desert sand is fine and powdery. During the day, it is hot like a burning fire. But at night, the sand releases all its heat. It becomes as cool as the night air. Have you ever held cool sand in your hands? It slips right through your fingers. You cannot hold on to it forever. It is just like the busy thoughts of your day. You do not need to hold on to them. Let them slip away through your fingers. Let them fall silently to the ground. In the ancient world, evening was a time of complete surrender. Surrender means to stop fighting and let go. When the sun went down, work had to stop. There was no electricity to keep the factories running. There were no bright lights to keep the markets open. When twilight arrived, the world simply went to sleep. Twilight is the soft, glowing light just after the sun disappears. It is a purple and dark blue light. It tells the human body that it is time to rest. Imagine the twilight falling over a small, ancient village. The houses are close together. They are made of pale, white stone. The stone still holds a little warmth from the afternoon sun. If you walk quietly through the narrow streets of this village, you can smell a sweet fragrance. A fragrance is a very pleasant smell. It is the smell of frankincense. Frankincense is a rich, ancient tree resin. People burned it in small clay bowls to make the air smell beautiful. The smoke from the frankincense rises very slowly into the air. It curls and dances in the quiet evening wind. It goes up and up, disappearing into the dark sky. Your heavy thoughts can do the same. They can rise slowly and disappear into the night. Listen to this phrase: the smoke rises softly. Hold it in your mind. The smoke rises softly. Picture a thin line of white smoke drifting up to the stars. The ancient people looked at the smoke and believed it carried their quiet prayers to heaven. They believed the celestial beings, the watchers, were listening. They felt comforted knowing someone was paying attention to their small, quiet lives. Do you ever wonder if the universe is paying attention to you? The ancient stories tell us that you are never truly alone. The stars are always watching over you. The quiet night is always wrapping its arms around you. Let us look back at the grand mountain, Mount Hermon. The watchers who came down the mountain were very curious. They walked among the people. They saw how hard human life could be. They saw the dry, cracked earth when there was no rain. They wanted to share their heavenly knowledge. So they began to teach the early people. They taught them how to look closely at the natural world. One of the things they taught was how to find beautiful metals hidden inside rocks. They showed the people how to build a small forge. A forge is a very hot fire used to melt heavy stones and find gold or silver. Imagine a soft, glowing red fire in the dark night. An ancient man sits near the warm fire. He watches as the hard rock melts away. Inside the rock there is a small drop of shining silver. It is beautiful. It shines like a tiny star that has fallen to the earth. This was a time of great wonder. The world was new, and everything felt magical. The people were learning how to make beautiful rings and bracelets from the shining metals. They learned how to wear the silver and gold to celebrate life. Your life is also meant to be celebrated. But tonight, the best way to celebrate your life is to give your body deep rest. Your body works so hard for you every single day. Now it is time to say thank you. Say thank you by relaxing your hands. Unclench your fingers. Let them rest flat and heavy on the bed. Say thank you by softening your jaw. You do not need to hold it tight. Let it drop slightly. Let your entire face become smooth and calm. As the watchers taught the people about metal and nature, they also taught them about the sky. They showed them how to map the stars. They taught them the slow, steady paths of the sun and the moon. Everything in the sky moves with perfect order. The sun never forgets to rise. The moon never forgets to shine. They do not rush. They do not worry. They simply follow their ancient paths. You can trust this perfect order. You do not need to control everything. The world will keep turning while you sleep. The sun will rise again tomorrow. You can safely let go. Listen to this phrase. The stars keep their course. Hold it gently in your mind. The stars keep their course. Just as the stars know exactly where to go, your body knows exactly how to rest. Think about the deep silence of the ancient desert again, a silence so thick you can almost touch it. It is not an empty silence. It is a full, rich silence. It is full of peace. Imagine lying on a thick, soft rug, woven from warm sheep's wool. You are outside, under the vast sky. The night air is perfectly still. You are looking up at the Milky Way. The Milky Way is the thick band of millions of stars that stretches across the entire sky. In the ancient world, they did not call it the Milky Way. They believed it was a glowing river in the heavens, a river of pure light. Imagine that river of soft light flowing right above you. Its gentle glow washes over your face. It relaxes the little muscles around your eyes. It smooths out your forehead. The watchers came from that river of light. They crossed the great distance between the heavens and the earth. They crossed the beautiful, quiet dark. The dark is a bridge between the noise of the day and the peace of the night. You are walking slowly across that bridge. Every step you take makes you feel heavier and more relaxed. Your breathing is slow and even. It matches the rhythm of the ancient sleeping earth. The earth breathes slowly, in and out. Summer and winter, day and night. You are a part of this beautiful ancient rhythm. You do not have to try to fall asleep. Sleep is natural. Sleep is just the night welcoming you home. The people of Enoch's time understood this. They welcomed the night. They welcomed the deep, dark blue of the sky. They closed their eyes and trusted the earth to hold them. The earth is holding you right now. Your bed is perfectly supporting your weight. You cannot fall. You are completely safe. As the earth holds you safely, let us journey further into the ancient story. The Book of Enoch is not just a gentle tale of stars and silver. It is a story with deep shadows. Every great story has a shadow. A shadow is the dark shape that appears when something stands in the light. The brightest lights often cast the longest shadows. The watchers came down to earth with a bright light of knowledge. But humanity was very young. They were not ready for all the secrets of the universe. The angels taught the people how to find silver and gold. But soon the people learned to make swords and shields from the heavy metal. They learned the loud crashing sounds of war. The quiet earth was no longer perfectly still. The angels taught the people how to mix special roots and flowers. They meant to teach them healing. But soon, the people learned how to make strange spells and mix dangerous potions. A potion is a liquid with a magical or hidden power. The simple life of the nomad began to change. The quiet camps turned into noisy, crowded cities. The people forgot how to sit in the silent desert and listen to the wind. They were distracted by the bright gold and the loud noise. Sometimes, modern life feels just like those noisy cities. We are surrounded by loud sounds and bright screens. We forget how to be perfectly still. Our minds are running too fast, but right now, you are stepping away from the noise. You are returning to the quiet desert. You are remembering how to be still. Breathe. You are safe here. Let the room settle around you. Feel the heavy, comforting blanket on your chest. Let your chest rise and fall with a slow, steady rhythm. In the ancient story, Enoch watched as the world changed. He saw the beautiful, peaceful earth become chaotic. Chaotic means very confused and completely out of order. Enoch was deeply saddened. He remembered the quiet days. He remembered when the people just watched the sheep and looked at the simple stars. He did not like the loud noise of the new cities. He walked away from the chaos. He walked back into the silent, deep desert. He wanted to find peace. He wanted to hear the quiet voice of the universe again. When your life feels chaotic, you can do exactly what Enoch did. You do not need to walk into a real desert. You only need to close your eyes. You can find a quiet desert inside your own mind. Listen to this phrase. Return to the quiet center. Hold it gently in your thoughts. Return to the quiet center. Your center is always calm, even when the world outside is spinning. Enoch found a quiet place near a hidden, ancient river. He sat under a large, shady tree. The leaves of the tree were broad and green. They blocked out the hot sun during the day, and they sheltered him at night. As he sat there in the deep silence, he began to write. He wrote down everything he saw. He wrote down the names of the stars and the paths of the winds. He wrote down the story of the watchers who fell from the sky. Many historians note that ancient people used special materials to write. They did not have paper like we do today. They wrote on animal skins, called parchment. Or they wrote on soft clay tablets using a sharp piece of wood. Imagine Enoch carefully writing on a soft piece of clay. He presses the sharp wood into the wet clay. He makes small, careful marks. Every mark holds a secret piece of history. He works slowly and peacefully. He does not rush. He knows the clay will dry in the sun and keep his words safe for thousands of years. Your mind is like that soft clay right now. It is relaxed and open. But you are not writing words. You are letting the words slowly wash away. The clay is becoming completely smooth. The Book of Enoch tells us that the universe noticed the chaos on earth. The highest heaven saw that the simple beauty was broken. The greatest angels, the archangels, looked down with sorrow. Sorrow is a deep, heavy feeling of sadness. It is the feeling you have when something beautiful is lost, but sorrow is not the end of the story. Sorrow is just the rain before the green grass grows again. If you have carrying sorrow today, let it wash over you like a gentle rain. Let the sadness flow out of your heavy muscles. You do not have to fix anything right now. You only have to rest. The archangels spoke to the highest divine power. They asked for the earth to be washed clean. They asked for the noise to stop. They wanted the deep silence to return to the mountains and the valleys. Breathe. You are safe here. Let the room settle around you. Notice how soft your pillow feels against your cheek. It is a soft, welcoming cloud. Sink a little deeper into it. Enoch was told a great secret. He was told that a great flood would come. A flood is a very large amount of water that covers dry land. It is a powerful force of nature. But this flood was not meant to be cruel. It was meant to be a great cleansing bath for the tired earth. It was meant to wash away the loud noises, the sharp swords, and the dark potions. The earth needed to sleep. It needed a long, deep rest under a heavy blanket of cool water. Sometimes, sleep is like a gentle flood for your mind. It washes away the difficult thoughts of the day. It washes away the stress and the worry. It leaves your mind clean and smooth, ready for a new morning. Do not fight the rising water of sleep. Let it slowly cover your tired feet. Let it rise to your heavy knees. Feel the gentle, dark water rising to your waist. It is not cold. It is perfectly warm and very soothing. In his quiet place, Enoch had a powerful vision. He closed his eyes and saw a grand journey. He did not just see the earth. He was lifted up. He was taken on a journey through the hidden realms of the universe. A realm is a kingdom or a special world. Enoch saw realms of fire and realms of ice. He saw the secret places where the wind is born. Imagine being lifted up, very gently. You are floating high above the earth. You can see the dark blue oceans and the brown mountains. You are entirely safe, wrapped in a blanket of stars. You are traveling with Enoch through the ancient celestial sky. You are floating through the celestial sky with Enoch. It is perfectly quiet up here. The only sound is the deep, slow hum of the universe turning. It is a comforting sound, like a gentle lullaby played on very low, distant strings. Enoch was shown the storehouses of the weather. A storehouse is a large, quiet building where things are kept safely until they are needed. In the heavens there are great, invisible storehouses for the snow, the hail, and the soft spring rain. Imagine a vast white room made of glowing clouds. Inside, the snow is sleeping. It is waiting for the exact right moment to fall onto the mountains. It is waiting for the winter to call its name. Everything in the universe waits perfectly. The snow does not rush. The rain does not fall early. They rest in their storehouses. You too have a storehouse inside your body. It is your deep energy. Right now, your energy is going into its storehouse. It is resting. It is waiting for tomorrow. You do not need it now. Let it sleep. Listen to this phrase. The quiet snow sleeps. Hold it gently in your mind. The quiet snow sleeps. Picture the soft white snow resting heavily in the clouds. Enoch traveled further. He saw the doors of the sun and the moon. These were not doors made of wood or iron. They were grand openings of pure, warm light. The ancient text tells us that the sun rises through one specific door and sets through another. It follows a perfect ancient circle. It never gets lost. Your mind sometimes feels lost during the day. You wander from one worry to another. But tonight, you are not lost. You are following a perfect ancient circle. You are returning to sleep. It is the most natural thing in the world. Let your breathing become even slower. Feel the air moving gently through your nose. It is cool when it goes in. It is slightly warm when it goes out. Just watch your breath. It is a tiny, perfect circle. Enoch was then shown a very dark and frightening place. He was shown the prison of the fallen stars. The fallen stars were the watchers who had taught humans the noisy secrets of war and chaos. Because they broke the peaceful order of the world, they were bound. Bound means to be tied up tightly so you cannot move. The ancient records say they were bound in a deep, dark valley under the jagged rocks of the earth. They were placed there until the great day of judgment. They were placed in the dark to wait. This part of the story might seem scary. But think of it this way. The chaotic, noisy parts of the world were finally locked away. The universe put a heavy stone over the chaos so the earth could finally have peace. Breathe. You are safe here. Let the room settle around you. The heavy darkness of your room is not a prison. It is a protective shield. It is keeping the loud, busy world away from you. Imagine you have a small, dark valley inside your mind. You can take all your noisy worries, all your sharp thoughts, and place them gently into that valley. Now roll a heavy, smooth stone over the top. Lock the noise away. You do not have to listen to it anymore tonight. Enoch saw that even in the darkest places, there were angels of light keeping watch. Archangels with grand, beautiful names. Michael, the warrior of peace. Uriel, the light of the stars. Raphael, the angel of deep healing. Raphael's name means God heals. In the ancient story, Raphael was sent to heal the earth. He was sent to bind the broken places. He was sent to make the rough ground smooth again. Imagine a warm, golden light spreading over the broken earth. Where the ground was dry and cracked, soft green grass begins to grow. Where the rivers were muddy, the water runs perfectly clear and clean. This is the light of deep healing. Imagine that warm, golden light shining softly above your head. It is the light of Raphael. It slowly moves down, touching your forehead. It smooths away the lines of worry. It moves down over your eyes. Your eyelids feel incredibly heavy. They are too heavy to open. The golden light moves down your neck and across your shoulders. It is a heavy, warm blanket of healing. Everything it touches relaxes instantly. Your arms become heavy. Your chest feels warm and completely calm. The light washes down your legs, all the way to your tired feet. You are completely bathed in this golden, healing light. Enoch learned that nothing is broken forever. The earth suffered under the noise and the chaos, but it would be washed clean. The quiet, peaceful order would return. This is the great promise of the ancient story. It is a promise of restoration. Restoration means returning something to its original, beautiful state. When an old, broken painting is cleaned and fixed, it is restored. You are being restored right now. Every minute you rest, your body is fixing the tiny, broken pieces of the day. Every deep breath is a stroke of a soft brush, cleaning away the dust. Listen to this phrase, the broken pieces heal. Hold it in your mind. The broken pieces heal. Say it silently. Feel the quiet truth of those words in your heavy bones. The Book of Enoch is full of these grand, cosmic promises. Cosmic means relating to the whole universe. It is a story so big it makes our daily worries feel very, very small. When you look at the ocean, a single drop of water seems small. When you look at the Milky Way, a single star seems small. When you look at the ancient, endless history of the universe, the problems of today become very small. They are just tiny drops of rain in a massive, ancient ocean. You do not need to hold on to them. Let them fall into the deep water. Let them disappear. Enoch saw that the righteous, the quiet, peaceful people would eventually live in a beautiful garden, a garden where the trees never lose their green leaves, a garden where the fruit is always sweet and the water is always perfectly clear. This garden is a symbol. A symbol is a picture that represents a deep feeling or idea. The garden is a symbol of absolute peace. You can walk into that garden tonight. It is waiting for you at the very bottom of your sleep. It is a place where you are completely known and entirely safe. The gates are open. You only have to drift down the path. As you drift down that soft, quiet path, you find yourself standing before a magnificent tree. In his great journey, Enoch saw many wonderful things, but one of the most beautiful was the tree of wisdom. The leaves of this ancient tree are thick and dark green. They never turn brown. They never fall to the ground. This tree is always full of life. It stands perfectly still in the center of a peaceful valley. The air around the tree smells incredibly sweet. It is a deep, rich scent that fills your lungs and makes you feel completely safe. Breathe in that sweet, ancient air. It smells like blooming desert flowers and warm cedar wood. Let the scent relax the tiny muscles in your chest. When Enoch stood near this tree, he felt a profound sense of calm. Profound means very deep and very strong. You can feel that profound calm right now. It is wrapping around you like a heavy, soft cloak. A cloak is a warm piece of clothing you wear over your shoulders. Pull this warm cloak tightly around you. You are completely protected from the cold. Beyond the fragrant tree, Enoch looked into the distance and saw 7 great mountains. These were not ordinary mountains made of brown dirt and gray rocks. They were mountains made of precious stones. One mountain was made of shining pearls. Another mountain was made of red stones that glowed like a soft, quiet fire. The highest mountain in the middle was made of pure alabaster. Alabaster is a very smooth, white stone. It looks like frozen milk. It is cool to the touch and perfectly peaceful to look at. Think about how long it takes for the earth to make a precious stone. It takes thousands of years of deep, quiet pressure. The earth does not hurry to make a diamond or a ruby. It simply rests in the dark. It rests quietly for centuries. You too are resting in the dark. You are doing exactly what the deep earth does. You are gathering your calm strength in the quiet pressure of the night. Breathe. You are safe here. Let the room settle around you. Feel the gentle weight of the blankets pressing down on your legs. It is a good, heavy weight. It is keeping you anchored to the bed. Enoch was guided further by his celestial friends. The shining angels showed him the hidden secrets of the weather. He saw the great winds that blow across the earth. In the ancient mind, the wind was a powerful spirit. It was not just moving air. It was a silent messenger. Enoch saw the exact places where the winds are born. He saw the dark corners of the earth where the cold winter winds sleep. He saw the warm golden valleys where the soft spring breezes wait for their turn to blow. The winds follow a strict, beautiful law. They do not blow all at once. They wait patiently. They take turns. They bring the rain to water the seeds. They bring the dry heat to ripen the sweet fruit. They bring the snow to let the earth sleep. Everything has a purpose. Everything has a time. Listen to this phrase. The soft wind guides me. Hold it quietly in your thoughts. The soft wind guides me. Imagine a very gentle breeze pushing you slowly across a calm lake. You are lying in a small, comfortable wooden boat. You do not need to use heavy oars. You do not need to paddle or work. The soft wind is doing all the work for you. You just have to lie back and watch the bright stars. This is exactly how you should feel right now. You do not need to work to fall asleep. Sleep is not a job. The gentle wind of the night is pushing your boat toward the dark shores of deep rest. Let it push you. Let the gentle movement rock you back and forth. As Enoch floated through the heavens, he saw the great portals of the sky. A portal is a large magical doorway that leads to another place. He saw the glowing portals where the stars come out at night. He watched as the stars stepped out through the open doors one by one. They were like a silent, glowing army. But they were an army of absolute peace. They wore crowns of bright silver light. They marched across the black sky in perfect, silent lines. The ancient records suggest that Enoch learned the secret names of these stars. He learned how they bring the different seasons to the world below. The stars are faithful. Faithful means you can always trust them to do what they promise. The stars promise to shine every night, and they never break their promise. You can trust them to watch over you while you close your eyes. Breathe. You are safe here. Let the room settle around you. Notice the quiet space between your breaths. That tiny moment of stillness before you breathe in again. That is the most peaceful place in the world. Enoch also saw the deep foundations of the earth. A foundation is the strong bottom part of a building that holds everything up. He saw that the earth is not just floating weakly in the dark space. It is built on strong, ancient pillars. Pillars are tall, heavy columns of stone. These pillars hold the world steady. When you feel anxious or afraid, you might feel like your world is shaking. You might feel like the ground under your feet is not stable. But the ancient story tells us that the foundation of the universe is very strong. You are supported by invisible pillars of love and quiet strength. Your bed is like one of those heavy stone pillars. It is holding you up perfectly. It will not let you fall. You can sink your entire heavy weight into the soft mattress. As Enoch learned all these deep secrets, his heart grew very calm. The fear of the noisy, chaotic world faded away completely. He finally saw the grand design. A design is a careful, beautiful plan. When you look closely at a single thread in a large rug, it just looks like a messy piece of string. But when you step back and look at the whole rug, you see a beautiful, perfect pattern. Enoch stepped back. He saw the whole pattern of the stars and the earth. He saw that the darkness and the loud noise were just small parts of a much larger, beautiful design. The chaos on earth was only temporary. Temporary means it will not last forever. It will pass away like the morning fog. But the peace of the heavens is eternal. Eternal means it lasts forever and never ends. You are stepping into that eternal peace right now. You are stepping into that eternal peace right now. The grand design of the universe is wrapped around you like a soft, heavy blanket. The small, noisy worries of today are just single threads. They do not define the whole beautiful rug of your life. Let those small threads go. Do not pull on them. Just let them be part of the past. Your only job right now is to rest in the perfect center of the quiet design. As Enoch continued his long, silent journey, he saw the dwelling places of the holy ones. A dwelling place is simply a home. It is where someone lives and rests. But these were not houses made of mud and stone. He saw homes made of pure, soft light. They glowed like the pale moon reflecting on still water. Inside these homes of light, there was no sadness. There was no pain. There was only a deep, endless joy. Joy is not always loud. The joy Enoch saw was completely silent. It was a profound satisfaction. It was the feeling of knowing that you are exactly where you belong. You are exactly where you belong tonight. This soft bed is your safe dwelling place. You do not need to be anywhere else. You do not need to do anything else. You are home. Listen to this phrase. I am safe in this quiet home. Hold it deep in your mind. I am safe in this quiet home. Let the words echo softly, like a whisper in a large, empty stone room. Enoch learned that these dwelling places of light are prepared for those who seek peace. They are for the quiet hearts. They are for people who are tired of the noise and just want to rest. Sometimes you might feel like you are wandering far away from your own quiet heart. You get caught up in the busy rush of the modern world. You run from one loud task to the next. You forget the ancient, slow rhythm of the earth. But tonight, you have returned. You have walked out of the noisy city and back into the quiet desert of your soul. You are sitting under the vast, ancient sky. Breathe. You are safe here. Let the room settle around you. Feel the slow, steady beating of your heart. It is a very faithful drum. It beats softly, keeping the perfect rhythm of your life. The angels who traveled with Enoch showed him one final, profound secret. They took him to the very edge of the great darkness. This was the place where all the broken things are finally hidden away. But beyond the darkness, Enoch saw a magnificent mountain. It was not like the jewel mountains he saw before. This mountain looked like the throne of the highest divine power. It was surrounded by fragrant trees that smelled richer and sweeter than anything on earth. The angels told Enoch that this mountain is the center of true restoration. They said that when the loud, chaotic time is finally over, the highest power will sit on this mountain. The sweet-smelling trees will be given to the peaceful people. They will eat the fruit of these ancient trees, and they will never feel sorrow again. They will never feel pain in their bodies. They will never feel heavy tiredness in their bones. This is the great promise of the hidden book. It is the promise that after the darkness, there is always a dawn. Dawn is the soft gray light just before the sun rises in the morning. It is the end of the long night. You have carried your own heavy burdens for so long. You have walked through your own dark valleys. You have heard the loud noises of your own worries. But the dawn is coming for you too, not a bright, noisy dawn, but a soft, quiet awakening. An awakening that will only come after you have slept very, very deeply. Right now, you are in the deepest part of the peaceful night. You are walking through the fragrant trees near the great mountain. The sweet smell of ancient cedar and warm frankincense fills the air. You can feel the soft grass under your tired feet. The grass is cool and damp with the evening dew. Dew is the tiny drops of water that form on leaves at night. It is the earth washing itself clean while the world sleeps. Listen to this phrase: the cool dew washes me. Hold it gently in your thoughts. The cool dew washes me. Feel the cool, refreshing comfort of those words. You are being washed clean by the quiet night. The dust of your long day is completely gone. The heavy, sharp thoughts have been locked away in the dark valley under the heavy stone. There is nothing left to fight. There is nothing left to fix. You are standing in the center of a perfectly peaceful garden. Enoch looked at all these beautiful things, and he fell on his face in silent awe. Awe is a feeling of great respect and wonder. He was amazed by the deep love that the universe has for the earth. He was amazed that even when the world felt broken, it was still being held carefully in the hands of the divine. You are also being held carefully. Your life is not an accident. Your quiet moments are not wasted. You are a precious part of the ancient design. As Enoch knelt there in silent awe, the angels told him to write down everything he had seen. They told him to preserve the secrets in a book. Preserve means to save something carefully, so it will not be lost. He wrote the book not for the noisy, angry people of his time. He wrote it for the distant future. He wrote it for people living thousands of years later. He wrote it for people who would feel tired. He wrote it for people who would feel lost in a very loud world. He wrote it for you. The hidden words of the watchers, the secrets of the stars, the promise of the fragrant trees. These were all saved carefully in the dark earth, waiting for this exact moment. They were waiting for tonight so they could bring you peace. The peace of the ancient world is not far away. It is not buried in the sand anymore. It is right here. It is inside your quiet room. The stars that Enoch saw are the very same stars shining outside your window right now. The quiet, glowing moon is looking down at your roof. The deep, dark river of sleep is flowing right past your bed. You do not need to build a boat. You do not need to swim. You only need to let yourself float. The slow, gentle water will carry you perfectly. Feel the warm water lifting your heavy legs. Your legs have walked so many steps today. They have carried you up steep hills and down busy streets. Now they are completely weightless. They are floating. They are entirely relaxed. Let every single muscle in your legs go soft. Feel the gentle water lifting your back. Your back has held you up all day long. It has been strong for you. But right now it does not need to be strong. The soft bed is doing all the work. Let your back sink deeply into the mattress. Sink down into the absolute comfort of the dark. Feel the imaginary water washing over your tired shoulders. We carry so much invisible weight on our shoulders. We carry worry. We carry the expectations of other people. Expectations are the things other people want us to do or be. You do not have to do anything for anyone right now. The weight is washing away. It is sliding off your shoulders and disappearing into the dark, quiet river. Listen to this phrase. The heavy weight is gone. Hold it quietly in your mind. The heavy weight is gone. Whisper it softly to yourself. Feel the immense relief of those words. Relief is the good, light feeling you get when pain or worry finally stops. Your hands are completely empty now. Your fingers are uncurled and soft. They are resting warmly by your side. You are not holding on to anything. You have surrendered to the quiet night. Surrender is a beautiful thing when you are giving yourself to deep rest. The room you are sleeping in is a fortress. A fortress is a very strong, safe building. Nothing dangerous can get inside. But your fortress is not made of heavy stone or cold iron. It is a fortress made of pure, soft shadows. It is made of deep silence. The invisible walls of this room are protecting your peace. The door is locked against the busy world. The windows are closed against the loud noise. You are perfectly secure inside this quiet space. Secure means totally safe and protected from any harm. Imagine that the gentle watchers from the ancient story are standing outside your door. They are not the ones who brought chaos. They are the peaceful angels of light. They are standing guard. They are watching over your house. They are making sure nothing disturbs your deep, healing sleep. You can finally put down your heavy armor. You do not need to be brave tonight. You do not need to be smart or funny or busy. You just need to be exactly who you are. A tired person resting safely in the quiet dark. When you fall asleep, your mind is like a beautiful bird folding its wings. A bird cannot fly all day and all night. Eventually, it must find a quiet branch in a tall tree. It must fold its soft wings tightly against its warm body. It must close its eyes and trust the tree to hold it. Your mind is folding its tired wings right now. You are safe in the tree. Think about the deep, silent garden that Enoch saw at the extremely edge of the world. You are walking slowly into that garden now. The great gate is made of pure, white light, and it is open just for you. Step inside the garden. The air is the perfect temperature. It is not too hot. It is not too cold. It feels exactly like a warm, soft blanket wrapping around your shoulders. Walk toward the center of the garden. The grass under your feet is softer than any carpet. It feels incredibly good on your tired toes. Walk slowly toward the great tree of wisdom. You lie down under the wide, beautiful branches of the ancient tree. The thick green leaves form a perfect roof over your head. They block out the bright light. They create a perfect, safe, dark space for you to sleep. The scent of the sweet frankincense tree fills your lungs. It is the smell of ancient healing. With every deep breath you take, your body is repairing itself. With every slow breath you let out, the stress of the modern world leaves your body forever. Listen to the slow, steady beating of your own heart. It is the most peaceful drum in the world. It is the rhythm of your life. It is slow. It is calm. It is perfectly steady. You are a beautiful part of this vast, quiet universe. The universe is holding you tonight. The strong earth is supporting you. The vast sky is covering you. The angels of light are watching over you. There is nothing left to figure out. The great mysteries of the world can wait until tomorrow. The difficult questions do not need answers tonight. The complicated problems do not need solutions tonight. Tonight is only for sleeping. Breathe in deeply. Fill your chest with the quiet peace of the ancient garden. Breathe out slowly. Let go of the very last tiny piece of tension in your face. Let your jaw fall slightly open. Let your eyes become heavy, dark pools of still water. We have reached the end of the long journey. The ancient book is closing. The heavy leather cover is shutting, keeping all the stories safe inside the pages. As the book closes, the loud noise of the world stops completely. No more working. No more worrying. No more fixing. No more running. No more running. No more hiding. No more pretending. No more pretending you are not tired. You are tired. And it is perfectly okay to be tired. No more loud voices. No more bright lights. No more heavy burdens. No more looking back at yesterday. No more looking forward to tomorrow. No more searching. Just the dark. Just the soft, comforting dark. Just the gentle, ancient wind. Just your quiet, empty hands. No more running. No more hiding. No more pretending. No more weeping. No more rushing. No more fighting. You are completely safe. You are exactly where you are supposed to be. The angels of peace are at the door. The ancient stars are in the sky. The deep river is flowing slowly. Let yourself sink into the very bottom of the bed. Let your mind become a smooth, quiet lake. Let the shadows wrap around you like a warm embrace. Rest now. You are known. You are held. Sleep well.